Good evening, YouTube. Back with another video, and today you'll see a new setup in the background. I'm really excited about this little small space that I'm going to have to create a new Halloween theme, but I'm waiting on some items to arrive and some other things I need to do to get it all set up. So this is just a preliminary snippet, I guess you can call it, of what's to come with my initial background and scene goes. So just bear with me on that, but I am excited to bring that to you guys. So tonight, I am actually going to be unboxing, demoing, and reviewing one of my most current pickups. It is a Spirit Halloween animatronic that I have been trying to buy for almost a year and a half. This animatronic went on sale in 2021 and it was discontinued in 2023. And I didn't realize how hard it was to get. And I don't ever remember seeing them in store. So it could have been an online item only. I know one thing, I can hardly ever find anyone selling it used online. And I can usually find animatronics from old to new always online. I mean, from the most rarest to the most popular. I usually have no trouble finding any animatronic. This one I've probably had more trouble than any other one so far. So I live in Central Florida, but I travel all across the state of Florida, and I also travel a lot in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. So when I look up used items like on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp, I normally try to look within those states. And it doesn't even matter which city because I have friends and family in a lot of places in those areas. So out of all of those, and I usually look at least once a week, maybe even twice a week, 3 times a week, just to see what pops up in any of those areas. And I've only seen one person sell this animatronic, and it sold out so quick I couldn't even get one of my friends to pick it up for me. So the only way that I got this one was through a trade. And normally when I meet people who are interested in items that I'm selling, or if they're selling items that I like, I usually ask them, hey, do you have this particular animatronic you're willing to sell? Do you have this particular prop that you're willing to sell? Some do, some don't. But this particular one, everyone that had it did not want to give it up, or they just didn't have it at all. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's more rarer than I think. But anyway, I'm speaking on the Spirit Halloween animatronic Dr. Illume. Now, I think one reason why he's so popular and the reason why a lot of people don't want to give him up is because there's not a lot of mad scientist slash doctor medical theme type props and animatronics out there. So it seems like when these pop up, they are harder to find, or people definitely go out and collect and get one because it's just not a lot of themes in those areas. So I'm really excited about him. Been hunting him for a while, so I was able to get him again on the trade. His background story is a little interesting. It's funny because Spirit Halloween always has these interesting background stories on their props. I really think that's pretty cool and original on their part as compared to a lot of other stores who don't do that. But Dr. Illume's story is interesting. So he basically was a family man, a doctor, but what he was doing was creating his own way of making at-home prescriptions for his patients and clients. So it's basically cutting out the money the pharmaceutical companies would make and just keeping it to himself, which I think is pretty funny. And so I guess he was getting ready to get caught, and they were getting ready to raid his house or whatever the case may be. And so instead of, I guess, flushing the drugs down the toilet, I guess he consumed them into some kind of concoction that he made, and then fast forward, he turns into some kind of well, it's either he's poisoning himself or he's transforming into something, or something's going on with him that isn't right. But it looks like he's radioactive with the green lights that flicker down his mouth to his chest area after he swallows his beaker full of prescription medicine, so to say. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get into it with the unboxing review and the demo, and just stay tuned. before we do the demo, I did the unboxing and setup. So let's just do first initial thoughts about the quality, flaws, things of that nature as I'm looking at this guy. The hair is very well done. Even though it looks like a sewn on weave, the quality is definitely there. The face, they could have did more details. I mean, I think it looks okay overall. I just think that the quality could have been a little bit better, especially with the details in the eye area. I mean, it does look like he's squinting, and it probably looks better on camera, but in person, I just think the quality could have been a little bit better to really show his squint. Just more details in the eye area, especially because they're not showing his eyes. That definitely needs to be as detailed as possible. Even with the mouth area, with the throat, definitely could have been more detailed in my opinion. Teeth look okay. The nostrils could have been a little bit better, just in my opinion. I do like the veins showing. I think that's pretty cool, as it looks like he's transforming into something, or something's getting ready to go terribly wrong. The chest piece is pretty cool. Just looks kind of weird because it's not really close to his neck, but due to his movements, I can see why. The flesh tone color is a little off compared to the head, so they could have matched it a little bit better, but overall not too bad. The outfit, I do like the outfit. It's got stains and drips all over it, even on the pants. So I think that's really cool. Looks kind of like oil or something stained them. The hands are very detailed. The hands are probably the best looking thing on it, even with the discoloration in the veins. But his hands and knuckles, I mean, very, very fine details in the hands. Even on this hand as well, looks really good. It's just they could have did a little bit better with the eyes. I think the eyes and the nose could have been a little bit touched up a little bit better. But overall, I mean, definitely still a good looking prop, especially from far away, from a distance. So I am being a little nitpicky, but just giving my honest review on it. Overall, I still think he's a really cool prop and unique, so I like him regardless. But yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the demo. Oh, one thing I do want to mention, though. I don't understand why on every single animatronic that we buy, the feet look like they all have 2 left feet or 2 right feet. That's so annoying, and it's on every single one almost. I guess they don't want to differentiate the left and the right, because people would complain, oh, I got 2 left feet, I got 2 right feet, and then that'll be constant complaints and emails for returns and corrections made. So I guess they try to make the feet as unified as possible, but it just looks so weird on pretty much everything that they come on. So I do hate that. So, I mean, I got it on my Santa Claus. I got it on pretty much all of my animatronics with shoes. All the shoes come like this, as if like they can't make a left and a right foot separately. I just don't get it. All right, so I'm going to demo this guy. I'm going to demo him with the lights on and then with the lights off. And here we go. Well, that's it, guys. So I will say it looks like Dr. Illume got hold of the wrong stuff. He looks like he's definitely getting ready to either transform into some creature, or he's really about to croak in a minute, whatever. drug infested solution he just drank, but definitely really cool prop. Yeah, definitely glad I picked this one up. So if you can find him and get your hands on one, even if he's not working, I mean, of course it is cool when he's glowing and lit up and moving and all of that, but I think just being in the doctor role, I think it's just really cool. So even if you can get him as a static prop, I would say he's worth it. His movement is really cool. He kind of, I think there was a spring mechanism in the back. Let me check to kind of handle. Yeah, it's got a spring in the back, but he moves a little violently. You know, not like violent like Leatherface Party City violent this past year. That thing is like crazy, but definitely has some jerking action going on as far as his body and the way that he just moves back and forth. But overall, man, I'm very happy I got him. So highly recommend this one. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.
See, subscribe.